come on. Stop getting... Alright, that should be good. Looks like everyone's kind of out. Alright. Let's get this going then. Sheesh, what was I doing again? Gotta grab my phone. I need my phone, because otherwise I don't know what the chat's saying when I have a chat. I'm so professional. I'm just exuding the professionalism. One of these days I might just, one of these days I might even stream myself working on one of my solo projects. It's always kind of weird because I was talking with Try earlier today about how he wants the game to end, or what he was thinking about, like, game endings. And, hold on. He was thinking about game endings. And, it was kind of weird for me because I envisioned the game ending and progressing very differently than he did. So I was making maps and building this kind of world as best as I could with, son of a gun. Building this world as best I could with, sorry, getting into some weird stuff. Right, what I was saying is that, like, yeah, I was making this game, or like writing stuff with the assumption of so basically, I'm not going to go into specifics actually because the demo's coming out soon, and we only have however many maps left because I'm working on Mana Forest, which is map 101. And we have a whole bunch of unfinished places over here too. Like, I was actually going to work on this place, which was the dark place, where we didn't really know how it tied into the rest of the world just yet. So we kind of made it, and then we left it alone. And I'm like, I want to work on it now. This dark place. But is my audio coming through all right? Oh, it should be. I haven't changed my setup at all. But yeah, so it's kind of strange. The way that I had things thought out and the way that he had things thought out. But I think what he thought can work too. In fact, it might even work better than what I had thought out. So, don't you go. What was this from? This is SF outside. So if I want to keep adding to Dark Place, I probably want to use SF outside. Then again, I'm working on the forest right now, so probably want to keep doing that because it'd be very, very messy if we had a map titled Deep Mana Forest down here, and then beneath it we had Dark Place, then beneath it we had more Dark Place, then beneath it we had more Mana Forest, and beneath it we had Dark Place again, and I'm like, ah! So, working on Mana Forest, or the Deep Mana Forest, is also kind of headache-inducing for me on a personal level, because, like, during production, or while I'm working on it, the thing that's hampering me the most is that I keep forgetting I can do certain things, which sounds really stupid, doesn't it? It's like, how can you be that stupid? What do you mean you keep forgetting you can do certain things? But it's true. It's like, I keep forgetting that certain there are certain variables in place that allow me to do things. I keep forgetting I am my own worst enemy when it comes to making MV stuff, because I straight up forget that I can do things. So let's just like, you're probably wondering what I'm doing right now, and it's like, this is something I've done earlier in the forest. Let me see if I can find it. Nope. Uh, yeah, here it is. Yeah. Let's see here. So let's see how this works, cause might be there you go. Hope this works. It's gonna look kind of funky, kind of weird. Not that. Southwest is what I want. Yeah, I want that. So what I'm doing is I'm making what I call illusory trees. Let's see here. South. So then we have those, and that, and that. So illusory trees, as the name implies, are illusory. They're fake trees. You walk straight through them, uh, and they lead to different places. And like that's a thing that's in other parts of the forest. Like there's illusory trees that prevent you from even coming here. And I was like, hey, there's something that I did earlier that could be a potentially interesting idea that I did nothing with. And then it's like, well, this is like the deep forest, so you like, hey, smart guy, you brought up the trees earlier. Why don't you bring them up now for like some secrets, or maybe even like you have to go through it. You have to go through an illusory tree even to get this far. So maybe have like a bunch of fake paths that lead nowhere, and the real path is hidden behind the trees. And like all the illusory trees, they're marked with these path points that you can see right here. Like this tile is underneath all of them, so all of them lead up to the tree. So all these paths lead through the trees because the ground where the illusory tree are is not affected by fake pottery or fake plants. So that's my explanation. That's the DSY explanation for it. Oh shoot, I just started the stream and I'm already running out of time. That's what happens when I run my mouth. So how the deep forest is supposed to work is that you have like two paths that will eventually lead to the same place or stuff, and then this will lead you to a cave, and the poisonous path over here is, like poisonous and dangerous. The reason why a lot of these maps look so disjointed is because, quite frankly, I have no idea what I'm doing 90% of the time when I'm working on them. I'm astounded that I have made so many maps because I never knew what I was doing to begin with. But I'm gonna keep at it. So, so this path is supposed to lead over to this thing. Also, like as you notice, there's like pathway here, but it was torn open, and then there's the pathway down here that's like totally blocked off. So how you were supposed to like, because what I like to do when I write worlds that are being torn apart is I like to have the way you were supposed to go, and then I have the way that there is now. Because I always hated in games where like the apocalypse, but the only way to get from point A to point B is through like ventilation systems or things or broken walls or things of the nature. Because then it's like, how were you supposed to go around the first time? So here it's like how are you supposed to go around before the world got destroyed if the only way forward is through this brick wall? So here we have before the earthquake, you were just supposed to come in here. This is the entrance. You're supposed to come in here and then make a right, and then go down this path, and then you end up here. But now after the earthquake, that whole path was torn up, and you can't go that way anymore. And this new path opened up, but it's full of poison. So it's not exactly what you'd call optimal. There's just a bunch of torn up stuff all over the place. So let's make let's have some more. Does this? No, that doesn't look right. Wait, hold on. What if no? But wait, what if we do this and then we add that on top? Nope. Yeah. So this path is going to lead over to here, but it's also going to lead somewhere else. And this is like going to be some. See, that doesn't work right there because that is not how tree physics work. Can I do it like that? No, that doesn't work either because then you can't come down here because you can't go diagonally. So if I want that to work, then I have to get rid of this. Because then you can go down. And then you can come in here and find this big ol' torn up thing. You know what? Actually, you know what? You know what? No, you can't. Take that. There is no Santa Claus. You can see it from here. You can come to this far, and you can see it just beyond there, just right out of your grasp, even though you don't really know what it is. And you're like, hey, that looks important. And it will be. Or will it? It might not be. I have no idea. Like I said, I don't actually plan a whole lot of this stuff in advance. I just kind of build, and while it comes, hey, lunch. I'm working on the mana forest. I was gonna work on dark place, but I don't I don't want to confuse the map, the list, the gigantic list over here, by having forest, 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 dark place, forest, dark place, dark place, dark place, forest. So it's ironic that you came just now because I literally just finished explaining what the gimmick of this map was, or not the gimmick, what the idea of this map was. So yeah, so basically, because this used to be like a path to a holy ground or path to some, place. So I have here the path, and it got torn up, and over here just the path has been just torn up. So it's like because I always hated in Armageddon games when the only way forward is with the benefit of the Armageddon. Like how are you supposed like I don't know. I just hate that in some RPGs or some games where it's like we have to go through this wall and it's like why? What how did people get through this normally before the apocalypse? And then it's like, so here it's like how did people get through this normally before the earthquake tore up the forest? Well, there was a path. There's not one anymore. So that's that. Hmm. Yeah. Oh shoot. Actually, I want to take that back. So actually, though, there is inconvenient apocalypse crevices. Well, technically speaking, you can still use theirs because I was trying to set this map up to have a dual path system where both paths lead to the same eventual end, but they're like different kinds of dangers. So how this is that you can still jump to the other side. So you can still take the original path, but it's all blocked off. So you have to take an alternative route, i.e., this cave. So it's all it's all dangerous. Let's just clear that up real fast. No, don't want to do that. Actually, don't want to do that either. So, oh, dogs are in my house now. The dogs have come home to roost. Yeah, the only problem with multiple routes is that I don't actually map any of this stuff out, so one route is probably, unfortunately, going to be like way easier than the other because I don't quite know exactly what I'm doing. All right, let's have a little sneakiness. Let's have a little sneak. So it's a little too much sneak. No. All right, a little more. Speaking of multiple routes, lunch. I'll ask you since you're like on the dev team and stuff. But like, did you read Try's proposal about how he wants the game to how he wants the main story to progress? I don't like that tree placement. I have just a fence there. Right. I also want to maybe bust one of these. There you go. Just filled the forest with a whole bunch of these like the forest is so vast. I'm glad the squirrels have a place to live. There's no squirrel monsters, thankfully. Oh man, squirrel monsters. Where the squirrels? Yeah, we're gonna get you. So, yeah, okay. So there's gonna be a bit of a tricksy here. A little bit of a tricky little thing here. I don't think you can see that from here. Oh, now what? Ah, no! What? Oh, my phone is being dumb. All right, so this forest is actually going to have a couple of ideas of mine kind of strewed into one. And one such idea is that this forest is going to have like a lot of dual nature things. So it's going to have, you're going to have the forest, and then you're going to have a bunch of caves. So you're going to have the forest that you have to move around, and a bunch of also just subterranean underground tunnels where dangerous stuff is happening. I mean, that seems kind of. That one seems kind of basic, just being a giant pillar, so I'll dress it up. Not every cave. Not every cave needs to be like super, super decorated, you know? Sometimes a cave is just a cave. Sometimes a cave is just a cave. Doopity doo. I'm Bob Jones. Who? You don't know who Bob Jones is? Well, that's fine, because neither do I. Dirk. I have some tendrils or things coming out of it. And just grass and crap all over the top. But not there though. Not there though either. Um all right. Now it's time for the secrets. This is the most spoilerific stream. I hope no one ever comes back to watch this after the game is released. And they're like, shoot, how do I get past the Mana Forest? Oh, that's right. Some guy on the dev team streamed himself making the dang place. Now I can use this to find out exactly where all the secrets are. I want to just make sure this works. I'll assume that audio is probably good. You know what, actually? No game audio. That's right, if you want to hear the music, you have to get the full release. You know what, actually? You're not even gonna see that because I'm gonna set my super special, really, really good coding skills. Look at me. I say coding skills. I'm gonna set this up so that, let's see here. I just teleport straight to it from the word go. So that way you won't be able to even see the maps that come before this one. Or I'm just that cool and clever. Let me just change this actually. No, not that one. Not that one. Damn it. Damn it all. Yeah, okay, there we go. I have to get the lighting down. There's also no monsters here yet, but there's going to be monsters here. I just haven't gotten to them yet. Deep Mana Forest. Man, this place looks so weird without its blue tint. Actually, come to mention it, probably it's a good idea to... So that's regular Mana Forest's blue, and then just turns... Yeah, it's ironically, it's actually easier to see here, so I should make the screen tint be a lot more darker shade of blue. So yeah, you can still take the original path if you jump over the gap. God diddly darn it, my trackpad is so sensitive. And if you take the path, you can also... Yeah, I think that's pretty apparent. You can see quite clearly that there's some kind of path here, even if you can't make out exactly how to get to it. And there you go. Secret area. Currently goes nowhere, but it'll be useful later, I promise. And you can jump back at your leisure too. So you're not trapped. Oh, what the heck? I thought I disabled you. No. No. I'm gonna die. Anyways. So the things seem to be working as intended. Right. Just gonna shotgun those. So that's working as intended. So yeah. Currently this path is way more detailed than the other path. So actually let's add a little more stuff over here. Then let's add some yeah, let's add some and then we'll get some of that and some of these. And this is just a complete troll, for being perfectly honest. There's nothing at all in this path at all. Well, maybe there will be. I'm not sure yet. I say it's a complete troll, but maybe I'll add some secret path through the poison that leads to like an item or something. Or maybe this will be the troll. Or not the troll, but just a totally meaningless path. Right. I should probably work on the screen tint, but I'll save that for later. The problem is that while I can make a whole bunch of paths, I don't yet have an end goal. It's probably not going to be on this map in particular. It's Deep Mana Forest is probably going to be at least 2 or 3 maps. Probably 2. And if it is 3 maps, it'll probably be like the third map will be like really small in the end. So it'll probably be 2 maps of Deep Mana Forest as a forest, and then probably a couple of maps of the interconnected cave system that you're also going to be digging around in, and then the boss. The boss is going to be Banjo Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts, the video game. That's right, the boss is another video game, a different video game. I totally didn't just make that up right now to mess with someone. I'm not that kind of person. What do you take me for? Ha 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 ha. Right, let's see here. So now what am I doing? What's another thing I can do? Well, this goes somewhere. Maybe there'll be like an item in here. Maybe there'll be a secret hidden treasure that will, when activated, will destroy Christmas. What am I talking about? I'm turning into a supervillain, I suppose. That's right, I'm going to use my evil weapon that is powered by the tears of small children. Oh god, that could have horrible, horrible consequences. Sorry I said that. I don't think I can like I was thinking about something that Lunch was doing where he was showing off some of his old work from when he was younger. And I was like, I don't think I can make stuff like that anymore. I'm way too old and cynical. I'm way too old. I'm a cynical old man now. So I'm like, if I made a thing that was like supposed to be super like silly, it would just be like so dark. Don't really have as much room up here as I thought I did. I wonder if that path would be easier to. Hold on. Hold on. Thinking about unscrupulous things. Thinking about unscrupulous things. What if? All right. Now, but, and this is a big but. Okay. Then we do this. That's being. Now you're thinking like a complete and total jerk. How is anyone gonna find that? The answer is I don't know. I'll have to ask Try when he plays this. I'm gonna be like, hey, did you notice that secret path? He's gonna say which one? I'm gonna say the secret path in the secret path. And he's like, oh. Let's have a little just horrible tragedy. And Enderman. Uh, I guess technically, as long as I'm making something, something is technically being accomplished. Although, me not having any long term plans kind of makes me feel like whatever it is that I'm accomplishing is like a. What the heck? Keep getting posts in Discord that keep distracting me from my work. Don't you people know how much work I have to put into for this thing? Do you understand? No? Alright. That's cool. Because the answer is not very much. Um, nope, that's not right. Just kind of making a path. Well, ooh, there's a thought actually. What if this path, what if the initially correct path actually does lead to the correct path? Hmm. What do I want to do with this map is the thing. Hmm. I have a whole lot of secrets and horrible, horrible monsters. Because if you have right now, I have like a whole bunch of secret paths already from ground zero, so you're already gonna be looking out for those. Like, hey, wait a second, that's a secret path. Hey, my eyes are locked on these rows and rows and rows of trees, so you'd probably be more inclined to look for a secret path than you would a proper path if you're gonna have so many secret paths. So maybe I can pull a double reverse where first you have to find secret paths and then you have to take obvious paths. Ugh. Really, I just think I'm gonna need a bigger map. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Charlie. Charlie the Unicorn. Charlie. I watched those way back when, those Charlie the Unicorn things. I don't remember anything about them now. It's been too long. I know it's like about this unicorn named Charlie who just cannot catch a break in life. And that's all I remember. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Does that look better or does that look worse? The world may never know. I guess if the path was leading here, it probably has to be whatever this thing is has to be important. Isn't that just great when you hear a game designer say that? So I'm making this map, and I guess the player has to go to this thing. Now, even though I'm the one making this world, I don't know what this thing is, but I suppose it's probably important, maybe? I mean, if the player's going towards it, it must be. That's too close. Hillside is killing me. What is this? This is traffic cone. Don't need a traffic cone in a forest. Don't need street lights in a forest. Don't need stoplights in a forest. I mean, you do, but not in this forest. Do you need truck in a forest? Do you need tires? Ooh, excuse me. Need a keep out sign? What do you want? What do you want? Eh? You wanna keep out sign in the forest? Maybe if I do something like that. Yeah, that looks a little bit more. That makes it look a little bit more important. That's not good. Why is that the default? Oh, I see. I just copied it. Good to know. Alright. Alright. Even though this is supposed to be an asymmetric perspective or a top-down kind of perspective, it always looks kind of flat. Alright, so path A will give you, going this way will give you the path to go inside the cave or to find this secret route. Path B will give you a cave or another secret route that will lead to a completely different, that will lead, maybe these secret routes should connect somewhere. So that'll be 3 caves. How about that? Kind of liking this idea too. Maybe there'll be 3 caves and you'll be trying to figure out which cave is the correct path, which one is the right path forward. But the answer is that it was all of them. The answer is that it was the real path was the friends we made along the way. So 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 yeah, so maybe there'll be like 3 separate, like, man, like I'm going crazy now. It's like, so what if there was 3 totally separate dungeons in this exact in this there's 3 different caves that lead to 3 different places that'll all somehow let us tie back to this altar, which when we bring them the sacred relics or whatever, then the altar will activate, and then the altar will activate and it will open the path of the 4th cave, which will let us progress forward. All right, all right, so that's my idea, and I'm sticking to it. That's my idea, and I'm sticking to it. There's gonna be 3 caves, and there's gonna be 3 different dungeons, and you have to find some kind of soul jewels to summon up the soul stuff. You have to get soul jewels so that, and then you can smash them in your hand to regenerate HP temporarily. That was a good joke. I don't like that. No. Kind of want some music playing. You know what? I want to listen to some music, but I also don't want to get like uh copyright claimed because every single time I listen to music, it gets copyright claimed. So I'm gonna turn off my OBS's desktop audio because I already muted the game anyways, and I'm gonna get myself gonna look for some music. Oh, I'm so sorry. Gosh darn it. I just found out that my phone's chat room is not accurate. So someone people were posting and I didn't know. I'm a dummy dumb. Um Shoes. It's always easy to say you're gonna look up music, but then you forget who what music is. What music is good. What's good music to listen to? What a good stream this is. Just me over here in the back. Let me just put everything on hold, and while I go look for music to listen to. I guess this'll do. Doesn't look like my music is being picked up, so that's fine. So everyone still hears nothing. What a good streamer I am. All right, I'm sorry. Enough denigration, even if deserved. Hold on. Let's refresh this phone. All right. Man, my head hurts. So, maybe if I'm gonna have this many of them, I should probably turn up the encounter rate. At least 20. Hmm. No, oh no. Although I see, I said this at the start of the stream. I said that I said that the biggest thing holding me back is the fact that I frequently forget I even have tools at my disposal. I'm like, what is this missing? And then I grab this by accident, and I'm like, shoot, I can't make a path with a waterfall. And then I think, oh yeah, wouldn't this place look great with a waterfall? Although I don't think it'd work there because that's a bit of a cramped space as is. Maybe there you go. Maybe we'll have a waterfall just be in the background, just as some nice world flavor. Although I've way too many of these hills that are exactly the same. It's like, hmm. No, oh no, 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 no. Misclick. God, that would have been the misclick of the century. Doesn't that just seem a bit cramped? I wonder if that doesn't look too forced. Oh, what? That was a mistake. I wonder if that wouldn't be seen as a little bit too forced. No, stupid. It stinks. Hmm. That's just overly depressing for no reason. Let's see here. What a thing to remember. So, because nothing is ever easy, let's just fooey. Every single path will be torn up and shredded up, and just everything is crap. Everything sucks. And so does this. But the only difference is that this path will actually be one that you can jump over, so it won't be all bad. So this is like the one path where everything is like totally ripped up, but also like you can still kind of it's still kind of accessible. Except when I do that. Actually, like, come to mention it, like, probably want to move that closer to here, and that more like that. Because otherwise, you're not going to have any space to jump. Man, this is like really cutting it. That's kind of the nice thing about horrible earthquake tearing of the world. The one positive is that it's kind of easy to build around because it's supposed to look chaotic and disorganized and messy. So I'll just go ahead and copy this event from over here and put it over here. And copy this event from over here and put it over here. And there we go. We now have a bridge of some kind. A weak bridge, but still. Meanwhile, the forest is being ripped to shreds behind you. The most horrible thing in the world is happening right behind you. Just turn around. Turn around. Turn around. You must think I'm pretty dumb. Yes. Turn around. Alright. My music stopped. Not that you could hear it. But also I keep trying to look for an excuse to look back over at the chat room because I I don't know if new things are being said. So yeah. So this is the only path. No, not the only path. This is just the path that's actually still usable. Which is kind of ironic, isn't it? So you're supposed to come down over the top, then go here, and then you go down here, and then cross path cross past this path, this cave, and then go down, come up here to the shrine, and then go down here to wherever this is going to be, which looks like a giant eyeball. That looks even more like a giant eyeball. Oh jeez, it's a huge eyeball. I'm a freaky eyeball. I will steal your soul. Now I'm across. What am I doing? Just erase it, you dingus. So what have I? No, wait, hold on. What am I doing? There we go. Now this place looks super bizarre. This tree seems super prominent. And also the eyeball was ruined. This is just the forest of horrible, horrible nightmares and sadness. The never-ending pit of just tragedy. Let's add a nice, beautiful flowing river. Okay. And now let's have the river drain into a pit of death. I think this says more about me than anything else. Uh, nope, no one said anything yet. Okay, let's see here. Mm, I kind of feel like there should be at least one place that was opened up by the apocalypse, but I also hate that, as I've mentioned many times. So what if we? All right, hold on. Let's clear this up real fast. So here's my thought of how I can brush over my own rule. We're gonna have one path that was priorly walled off. Still hate how generic a lot of these towers I'm making look. What's new? Not much, I'm afraid. Let's try. I was just saying, is that uh yeah. All right, so here's my plan. We're gonna have like keep out signs and yellow tape says like and a sign, not like that, sign that'll say like don't progress past this point. It's holy ground. But then it all gets torn up. More keep out signs, yes. So all that gets torn up. So then we're gonna have a part where we can jump to the other side, and it says like, "Hey, this looks pretty dangerous. Are you sure?" Where is it? Maybe some like torn up fort or something. No, I can't put it there. No, that's way too abrupt. So right. So that'll be the so lunch. I don't know if you were here for this, but it's like, so basically what I decided is that there's gonna be like three hidden kind of three paths. We're gonna have your ultimate goal is gonna be to of this place is to get to this shrine, but you have to go to all of these caves. There's three different caves that are spread out throughout the map, and you have to go through the caves and go through like these sort of mini dungeons in all of them and get some kind of like soul orbs or spirit orbs to return to the altar, and then the altar will activate and it will open up the path to the whatever the heck we're trying to get to. So anyway, let's just grab some real fast. Let's see here. Well, when I say we don't know where the magic gate takes us, it's because Try and I were talking about where this should go, and we're not sure yet. 4, I believe. I think it has to be 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it has to be 4. Needs more dead trees. So I guess that would be -4. Although, it's going to draw attention to the fact that it's a pretty wide gap, so, you know. I'm thinking maybe Onyx should show up to, like, mess with us, because at this point in the game, it would have been a while since he last showed up, but we don't have a new form for him. What do you think, Lunch? I'm going to ask you directly, because Onyx is your character. Do you want Onyx to show up in the Mana Forest to mess with us? Turn Super Onyx 2, Super Onyx, Onyx Keegan form level 3. Super Onyx Keegan form God with the blue hair. Light blue hair, he turns full Sonic. Mm. Super Onyx Keegan God Super Keegan. Yes. There you go. There'll be a little nod no one will ever see. Why do that? I don't know. You know what? Actually, I don't know. I don't like that. No, I can't go back all the way. Do you want to? That'll do. The evil face. Never be defeated. It's an evil face. He wants you to have the bad time. He wants you to have the bad time. How long have I been doing this for? I've been recording for a little over an hour, so maybe I should call it quits right now. Oh, hey, I missed a part. Hey, look at that. It's the forest's belly button. In the mana forest, you shall have the bad time. All right, let's put a mission objective right there. So says to bait the gate, you must bring the 3 mana artifacts to the altar. Only then will the path to the mana fountain and to the mana castle. When I was a kid, I used to think castle was spelled like with a K. I used to think that was how you spell castle. When I was a kid, I was like, how do you spell castle? Well, it's a Kastel, right? Castel. I was such a smart kid, as you can imagine. I got straight D's on my spelling tests when I wasn't getting F's. Like Mortal Kombat, kind of, except Mortal Kombat with a K is correct, except for the K instead of a C. Castel is wrong in a number of places. I'll say mana fountain because Try was saying he wants a fountain. I want a castle, but he wants a fountain, so mana mansion fountain. Let's just not split hairs. Let's worry about that later. Path to the mana fountain be opened. So there you go. Find the 3 mana artifacts and bring them to the mana altar. Mana, 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 oh mana. And that'll be that then. So I guess we did all this stream. Still have all this down here area. Although it's ironic that it really is about as small as it looks, quite frankly, which is something that always kind of bugs me about making maps in RPG Maker, since maps in like Pokemon, Leaf Green and Fire Red, and Sapphire and Ruby tend to be pretty sizely, like the hideouts and the really big like kind of end game levels. But whenever I like make a map that's like I think is so big, it's actually pretty small, things considered. Like this map is pretty tiny. Oh right, I was gonna connect this. Oh shoot. No, what did I just do? I was gonna connect this path to over here, so let's do that real fast before I forget. And then I'll end the stream. Lots of trees. It's man of mana forest. It sure is. You wanna die? Take a shot every time Dsy says mana while working on the mana forest. You know what, honestly, maybe I shouldn't call the artifacts mana artifacts, because that implies a level of something that I don't think really belongs here. Like, I don't know, because, well, maybe, because this place is supposed to be called the Mana Forest because the name is literal. It's a forest of full of a special magical essence called mana. So the name is literal. But now I'm like naming things the mana artifacts. Bring them to the mana art. Bring them to the mana altar, and I'm like, maybe I shouldn't call this place mana so much because isn't it like maybe I shouldn't call these things that. We have the mana statue. Let's just have the sacred dead bones of some dead man. Sign. Past here is holy ground. Do not trespass. Not like we have a freaking choice. Oh crap, was that whole thing? Did I leave window capture on for all that? Oh man. You couldn't even see all of it. Lots of trees. Make them sacred eggs that will grow gods. Wow, that is interesting. Jeez. Now we're in 13. All right, I should probably try to finish this up soon. What am I doing? All right. Right, that's what I was doing. I forgot. I was gonna Google the word trespass. All right, 1S. There you go. So the sign will read, "Do not trespass," but you don't have a choice. You have to trespass. There you go. So now everything is connected. We have a gigantic circle. Gosh darn it, though. Because if you think about it, if you have to go to all these caves, that means you technically are being benefited by the destruction of the forest because well, it's gonna be bigger. Well, anyway, yeah. Shoot, I undid that. All right, I'm gonna call it quits for here because it's pretty late where I am, and I don't think I'm gonna have a whole lot of time left. So thanks for watching. Let's see that. Shut up, music. Music I have in the background. Gonna turn up my desktop audio so I don't forget that next time. All right. So yeah, Mana Forest, Deep Mana Forest is coming along. I'm gonna get started on the secret trial passageways. I hope they look pretty good. Thanks for your support, lunch. I'm trying to. I don't know how loud I'm being. I'm trying to talk quietly because it's really late where I am, but I also have soundproof headphones on, so I'm probably screaming like at the top of my lungs. I'm not trying to. Hey, is this quiet enough for you? Hey, thanks. Hey. All right, but enough. I don't know if it's night for you. I don't think it is, but I hope you have a good day and a good night when night falls. I'm gonna fall right now, flat on my face. Thanks for watching. Everybody wave goodbye. Bye.